folks, this is Deb Delapiana. This is actually not a finished video, but this is a little video talking about what my next video is going to be about. I am at present working on a video about the current state of the GOP, why they are dangerous for this country. We're going to talk about the continuing calls for violence. And, you know, Paul Gosar's tasteless anime notwithstanding, there have been others. We have had calls for an insurrection right out of the mouths of Donald Trump's former national security advisor. We've had what I consider to be an overt threat by him. We have had threats and commentary by several of the minions of Donald Trump that have been left behind in office, such as Madison Cawthorn threatening further violence if the elections don't go their way, Marjorie Taylor Greene, any number of people. We have fully 147 Republicans in office right now who have voted to overturn the results of the election with absolutely no evidence that anything went wrong with the election. In fact, I do believe that you could say that Joe Biden trounced Donald Trump, and that nothing that they could try to overturn would have any effect whatsoever on who won this election. When you talk to any of these insurrectionist legislators, they won't tell you that they believe the election was stolen, which should lead you to believe right off the bat that all they're doing is paying fealty to Donald Trump. We need to talk about all of this. People need to remember exactly what happened on January 6th. We're going to follow the money, where the money went to fund January 6th. We're going to talk about why Donald Trump is trying to block documents. We're going to talk about the 147 people he left behind in office. We're going to talk about a GOP leadership that refuses to hold people accountable for their atrocious behavior. Let's talk briefly about Kevin McCarthy, who is seeking to punish the 13 Republicans who voted for the infrastructure bill, but he's not interested in punishing Paul Gosar or the rest of the people who call for violence. And yet we continually hear how the real violence is coming from places like Black Lives Matter and Antifa. If the American people remain silent about everything that's going on here, then they get what they deserve. This is not just about the government. This is about the American people who seem to be willing to accept the normalization of violence because the Republicans have you convinced that they're fighting for your freedom. It's wake-up time, people. We're looking an awful lot like Germany just before the hammer went down. And you'd all better wake up. I do not know when this video will be done because unlike some of the people out there in YouTube land, I don't actually make videos without evidence of what I'm saying. So you're just going to all have to hang on to your hats. I'll talk to you soon.